Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, whenever there is an incident of a white policeman shooting a black person under suspicious circumstances, there is a lot of talk about unconscious bias in policing. And I have no doubt that that is a problem that exists. But what about intentional racism? It seems to me that there is a significant amount of evidence that there are, in many police departments, a number of officers who are simply hate-filled bigots, who use their authority to deliberately destroy innocent lives and cause harm to the communities that they're supposed to be serving. There is a lot of anecdotal evidence about this, but there never has been a comprehensive investigation or any full-bore attempt to root out the problem. I recommend you all Google the name Deputy Marshal Matthew Fogg. Now, he was a U.S. Marshal who has gone on to expose a tremendous amount of racism in the Marshal Service. And he lived it. In 1995, 6 deputy marshals attended the Ku Klux Klan's annual Good Old Boys Roundup, which sold items like coon hunting licenses and had nigger checkpoints. In 1991, while trying to arrest a very dangerous escaped drug dealer, none of the white deputies showed up to assist him. From 2012 to 2014, dozens of San Francisco police officers sent racist texts with statements including calling black people monkeys, using the phrase, "all niggers must fucking die." None of those officers were disciplined, and they are still on the force. In Philadelphia, a fellow by the name of Robert Pawlowski was not only known for his racist rants, but tried to recruit officers to adopt his racist views. In recent years, racist emails by officers with the Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Department have surfaced. And even while the Ferguson Police Department was being investigated, there were racist emails exchanged between the court clerk and officers in that department. See, and just a couple of days ago, in the wake of the tragic events which included the murder of 2 black civilians by police and the murder of 5 police officers in Dallas, 4 players of the WNBA's Minnesota Lynx wore t-shirts that said "change" on the front and the names of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile on the back, but also had the logo of the Dallas Police Force and the words "Black Lives Matter." The players called for dialogue and for understanding. Well, 4 Minnesota police officers who were working security at the game walked off their job. I don't know whether it was racism or just arrogance, but obviously even with the Dallas Police Department logo on their jerseys, they were not capable of getting the message. And then the head of the Minneapolis Police Association issued a statement praising those officers for their dereliction of duty. Now, even though they were off duty and can't be charged by the police department, they were derelict in their duty. It would be quite appropriate for the arena there to simply stop hiring off-duty cops to police their events, to provide security for their events, and contract with private security. I mean, you can't have racist cops protecting black players and entertainers who often are performing at that arena. See, training and discipline will help to eliminate the problem of unconscious bias, but when you just have a hate-filled bigot, there's no amount of training, there's no amount of discipline that will change him. You simply have to let those police officers go. And it could be a lot. I was watching a video of Sam Cedar's show, and an undercover police officer called in. And he said that if they were to eliminate racism in the police departments throughout the country, they would have to let as many as 20% of the officers go. 20%. They can do a lot of harm to a community. They have badges and guns and ill will. Thanks for listening.